Good morning. How are you, my my friends? Maybe we can turn on some light here, so you see more of me. I don't know. That may be good. It's a foggy day, but it has been raining. So after rain on snow, it becomes foggy, unclear. Here the other day I talked about user involvement, and after a hard talk, it can be a little bit foggy. We need to clear up the air. Sometimes we need to clear up the air. Clear the water. After some incidents, no matter what it may be, we need to talk about it. We need to have our peace. And when that's denied, that's apartheid. When that is denied, that is discrimination. When that hard talk, clearing up the air, is denied, you have no equality, you have no justice, you have no rights, you have no liberty. Just the smallest incident. And you see, it's deep, it's very profound. Because if you, as I have talked about liberty, if you accept and allow others' liberty, you will be accepted. To accept the liberty that we need to clear up the air. Someone clears up the air by stating judging. It's all a judgmental. It's all judging. Every word is a judgment. So don't be soon to judge. Do a little bit of contemplation. Judge, if possible, together. It's, you see, I thought of this yesterday because of the topic I was talking about, both the empowerment and the degree of apartheid in the psychiatric. That in a society, the last part and the whole time it's not that it is coming in the last part. It starts even from the beginning. But the last part that we are able, maybe competent to deal with, is each other's psychological issues. Now, this time, have been a defining moment. You are sick, you are schizophrenia, you are mental, you are a mental case. All these stigmatizations. I didn't want to do that yesterday. That's the honest fact. I didn't want to portray people within the psychiatric as something unique, because it can be you, it can be me. Now it's me, next time it can be you. So why do you look down on other people like that? Yes, because they are labeled psyche, like psych, crazy. No, it has nothing to do with being mad. That is a disorder. That is something you may need treatment for. But the whole time, and it is very easy to reject, and it's the rejections that people experience when they are saying, I feel this and that. So now it's sensitivity and your psyche and all you use, whatever you can use in order for labeling me too. I'm the bad one. I'm the one to blame. Put it on me. You see, people are playing victim. In any which degree it is, people are doing the victim role. Even I have done that too. But if you know what it's all about, why can't you just say it's just about that? So that the society's ability to come to terms that we all have some psychological issues. Even if you are a strong man, like some men like to portray themselves, can think of themselves that they are so strong and mighty. Nothing beats them. They are not sensitive, and maybe it's underdeveloped ability. It's something they have suppressed for the whole time because they thought it was maybe the best way to deal with impact that made them sensitive. So they acted as strong. For them, clearing up the air doesn't really help. It doesn't really go well with them. But it's a general term. Because them, in the end, they have to say their piece anyway. They do it in small words or big words, I don't know. It can be very different from each other. I don't want to generalize people. So we have to take what everyone is saying seriously. That is clearing up the air. To clear up the air after a hard night or hard day, we need to sleep on it, maybe take a little break and say, can we please talk about it? I need to talk about it. If it's rejected, the other one doesn't really have some tolerance. No tolerance for diversity. No, it is like that, so what do you need to talk about? It's nothing to talk about. So it's easy, very easy to belittle, to bagatelize the other one's issues. And that happens very often. It's a sense of maturity when you can deal with others' sensitivity. Your own, you know. And that's your turf. You defend your turf and that's it. But when you have to deal with others' sensitivity, that is not exactly your own. That is not exactly regarding you. That is a sense of maturity. That takes a lot. So to come to terms with how you want it, how you are, if you get accepted, either by fight or by sympathy, people that are pitying you, whatever goes, but to come to terms with when people are sensitive to you. Your action. What about you? Can you take other people's... You can say I'm patient. No, it's nothing about patience. It's when when you have to decide what you are going to do with it. If you have your own saying, what would you say? Would you rather leave it out? As long as you have your peace of mind, avoid it. People like to avoid certain stuff. They don't go into conflicts. They don't go into matters because they think they know how it will end, how it will go. And that is a prejudiced mind. If I have a case with a well-known, for me, guy or other lady or something, they say, Ola, we know how it goes, so we don't want to go into that. No. If you can't receive people how they are, it's a degree of immaturity. You can act professional, like you are acting toward people that you are maintaining. You don't want to go into personal issues with them, of course, because it's not professional. It's as long as you don't go into issues with employees or so on. But the employees have to go with on issues with you. It's a mutual in any which case. Either it's professional or not, or private. It's a degree of mutual respect and understanding. So the boss can say, I have issues with you. When I come to you, you receive me very poorly. You play jokes, and you do certain stuff that I feel sensitive to. And maybe the leader of that is all for the jokes. Say, I too, I have sensitive to you because you act as you don't listen to me. You don't take me serious when I say something. So that kind of interaction of a conflict is a very honest one. It's something you really want because it's a mutual understanding. So if they both can agree on, oh, you thought it was just a joke, like that. No, let us start from scratch. Let us take each other seriously. Let us consider each other seriously. So if I know what your sensitive is all about, what you are sensitive for, that's when I can consider taking considerations on that. Because it's a degree of respect, it's a degree of understanding that even the label is boss or employee or whatever, we have to meet each other in mutual respect. So that is just a simple example of how this can go. Other cases I wouldn't mind to mention because you know all about it. And see how happy you will be when you deal with things the way you do. You have to confront yourself and mirror yourself. Would you be happy the way you treat others? Put the other one in the mirror and say, if you treated me that way, would I be happy? Or better off, ask the one in hand, are you happy the way I meet you? Are you happy? Is it okay that I meet you in this way? If the answer is no, it doesn't really work because you seem to be so superficial. So let me Google that. It's an important word, so why not Google? Superficial. Overfladisk.
Superficial.
Yeah. So that is how people can interact. If people really appreciate that we can understand that is more to interaction than mutual interest, mutual love, mutual life, or all the differences. Good, both ways. You have to have something called respect for each other's differences. The way you take it is not the same way that the other is taking it. It's a degree of maturity when you can understand and consider that the way she or he is dealing with things is polar opposite than you. But maybe that is a consequence of the relationship. If the relationship never works, look what have changed from past years, past times. How do people operate when they are in conflict with you? Are they coming to you and say, this is my problem? No. They change from a reaction to silence, maybe silence. Silence is not good when you feel that it should be different. So how do we go about people that end up silent? You really need to clear up the air. And the silent one may be the one that is starting off. Maybe the other one is starting off. I don't know. I can't say. No one can pinpoint their responsibility, but their own. You have a self-ownership for the relationship. I'm not the one that say to anyone that you should do it. You should break the ice. You should clear the air. No. No one can force something that is not there. So maybe we end up like islands because the life is hard. The life is so hard. And if you think that you are not impacting other people because you are so nice, you say even, you are so nice. I'm not like that. I'm not so words that you say. It's a hard to clear up the air is not easy. I don't say it easy, and I think I have exposed it to be not easy. Because sometimes silence is the hardest sign that something is deeply wrong. So how do we clear up air when silence is there? I started off this video with silence. To end it in silence. Maybe silence is, in fact, a memory of peace. Also of chaos. Timelessness. When silence is there, there is a sign of absent of time. No time. No space. Only silence. You don't hear anything when there is no room. You can try to talk, but there is no words that is coming out. Silence is a memory of no space, no time. And all the words are coming from the ancient ones. Your words is a memory of what was told you before. All the conflict in the world is because there have been conflict before. You are the vessel of conflict. We are the vessels of conflict. We blame our sensitivity for the conflict, but it's a past, timeless. It's the voices that are in our heads from the ancient ones. And they had their conflict, and we are just a vessel of that. We are exposing the sensitivity. What is sensitivity? I don't know. It's hard to say when you don't really know what to say. And that is the peak of silence. All the words is used up. All the space is filled up. You want to get out of it. You want to clear the air. Clear the air because it's too crowded. It's good to be alone. It's good to be together with only one. Not only yourself, but the one you love, the one you care for, the one you really are together with, united with. Sometimes the distances is good. The silence is good. The chaos of the fog is good, just to be reminded of. Something needs to be done. Some actions need to be done. It's written in the Bible. In the beginning, the Spirit dwelled over the waters. It was hovering over the waters. And I think that the fog I see outside is somewhat the creativity that is happening all the time. So you can't really separate God from nature. Nature is God. And nature is all a living organism. And you are part of that organism. I don't know what this was. But conflict conflict is a degree of different wills. I don't want that, I want that. It's a conflict of wills. It's a conflict of not interest, but what I want. And maybe conflict is deep-rooted in our egoism. That's for sure. It demands me to be not so selfish, not so egoistic. And I think that is a good attribute. That conflict reminds me of my own selfishness, my own my own need for me. I think it's a conflict of itself, seen in a bigger picture. That if conflict is part of my world, I'm too much in it myself. I shouldn't be so much in my own world. I should be in others. I should be together with others, that I can contribute, help. Help is contradictory to conflict. Help, to help someone. It takes a little bit of patience, because I have said I don't believe in help, but in some cases you don't help for the sake of others, you help for the sake of yourself, to get out of your own selfishness, your own realm. You get into others and pay much attention, and maybe you lose patience, but in some way people that are helping others does it because they want to get out of their own selfishness. They can't really handle themselves in a good way. So naturally, they don't oppose doing something for others. Oh, it's good. So, my friends, did we reach a conclusion? If clearing up the air is impossible, do something for others. Do good. Maybe that is the remedy for selfishness, because in due time you will mature in order to see that you were the one that needed to take the first step to reach your brother, reach your sister, reach your your friend, whatever that person is. Maybe reach a dog. Because you hated dogs, maybe you should reach out to the dog. So be in peace, my friends. Be in peace. And strive for peace. Peace, by helping others, will remind you of now I can return. I can return with a olive branch in my mouth. It's a sign of peace. It's a sign of tranquility and shalom. Okay.